everybody, it's time to LOL. Listen out loud, that is. It's time for Anime Jam Session with DJ Ranma S, Mako-chan, and Ari Rockefeller.
Hey everybody, welcome to Anime Jam Session, episode number 725. We are that podcast that talks about anime, games, conventions, the fandom, geek stuff, and everything in between. I'm DJ Ranma S.
I'm Mako-chan.
And I'm Barry Mellon.
And Ari is off tonight. I forgot. He went on vacation. He's chilling out in Ocean City.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but he's not too thrilled because it started raining on his vacation, and nobody likes that.
It depends.
Well, maybe a couple of masochists that like it, I guess.
Depends on the type of vacation. Considering he went to the beach, he's not happy.
Fair enough. I mean, knowing me, I've been like, well, crap. I'm going back to my room to play my Switch. I'm just saying. It's like I said a long time ago. When it comes to the Xbox One, I have a pretty good idea what games I'd buy when it comes out. When it comes to PlayStation 4, I have a pretty good idea what games I'm going to buy when it comes out. And by coming out, I mean when it's on sale. Back when consoles were knocked down to $200 a pop. Remember those days? Thanks, COVID. But when the Switch came out, Mako-chan will vouch, I walked out with 5 games and came back for the 6th one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, if I go anywhere nowadays, 9 times out of 10, I will pack my Switch. If I know that whoever I'm going to has it, I won't bring the dock. I might not play my Switch that weekend, but I will have it with me because you never know. Oh, man. So, Ari's in our chat here at twitch.tv/anime jam session. He's like, it's been raining most of the day here and the last few hours of daylight. It looked like it had the AI piss yellow filter on everything. Speaking of filters, there's this one photo filter I see and I absolutely hate it. It might be that yellow filter, but it's like when people are doing like selfies of themselves or portrait photos and they apply this filter, the picture looks like as if they're dead. It's like, you see this picture, it's the way it's set up, it's like this is the perfect picture that you would put, I guess, in front of the urn or the casket. And I'm like, that shit is creepy. Especially if there's no background, you know? I'm like, come on. Y'all need to think about that. But no, anywho, enough about that. Let's kind of get the show and the ball rolling, per se. So, how is everybody doing tonight?
Tired.
Hopped up on, coffee.
The legal crack.
Yes. It's that mushroom coffee, and this one actually has actual coffee in it, but it's like I said, I can drink coffee at 10 o'clock and go to bed at 10:30, and it won't make a lick of a difference to me.
Oof.
I know, I guess I have a high tolerance for caffeine, and there have been times I have gone without it. And it's like, it doesn't bother me, but, enough about that. Anyways, let's get things going. We are live tonight, week of June 23rd, 2026 right here on Twitch TV. We're here live Tuesdays from 9 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Hang out with us at Twitch TV/Anime Jam Session. We're also proud to be part of the Voice of Geeks Network at vognetwork.com. So you can check them out at vognetwork.com. And they're also on Twitch as well, so please check them out at Twitch TV/VogNetwork. They kick things off on Sundays at 8 p.m. with the Bobby Blackwolf Show, followed by Orange Lounge Radio 2DX at 9. And don't forget to come by for the birthday show next week. We're celebrating Orange Lounge Radio as a whole. We got some cool stuff, some surprises, not some prizes, surprises. So please come hang out with us and participate. You'll have a good time. And maybe we can kind of get Barry out of the trash can.
What do you mean? I like it in here.
You're just as bad as your cousin Oscar.
I know, I'm not a grouch though.
Well, that's true. And you're cuter.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. Come hang out in our Discord, vognetwork.com/Discord. basically every show that's part of the Voice of Geeks Network has their own channel, so come through and hang out and have a good time. And now that we got that out the way, I am going to kick things over to Mako-chan and ask her how was your weekend day. So Mako-chan, how was your weekend day?
Not horrible, I guess. This weekend went way too fast. By the time it was Sunday, I was just like, wait, it's already Sunday? Yeah, I mean, that's probably my fault. I started playing uh Zelda again.
Well, of course you did.
Yeah, well, I just you I go through all of these things. Like I have games all over the place that are like halfway done, halfway played. So it's, it's my fault because I have gamer ADHD or whatever, but also because I tend to pick games that are really long and complicated. And so I restarted my Breath of the Wild game because I hadn't played it in a while.
Right.
And updated everything so that it was the Switch 2 version. And upon realizing that the Switch 2 version actually interacted with Nintendo's app, I have gotten so much farther in the game
Yeah.
than what I had done the last time I had played
Right.
because it has an interactive map.
Ah.
So it pulls up all of the temples, all of the seed locations, all of the little there are extras in this game that you don't have to collect them all, but that's how you get your life and your power. And you extend your weapon, how many you can hold and things like that.
Right.
That's all technically extra. There are some that you have to get, obviously, but you don't have to get them all. I like making games as easy as possible, so I like collecting all of this stuff so that by the end of it, I can just basically button mash and don't have to worry about shit. So doing so, you have hundreds of these side options that you have to do. And my brain cannot look at a static map and go, okay, this is where I have to go. So the app that Nintendo did actually has GPS location in it. So I can click on something that I want to go to, and my phone will tell me, go north, go south, go east, go west, go up, go down. So I'm getting a lot more crap knowing, having this thing tell me where all of this crap is. So I'm enjoying the hell out of playing it now. Which before I didn't, because I had no idea where I was supposed to be going. I didn't know, because it is open world, I didn't know, what was beyond my capability and what wasn't. So I've survived a lot longer than I had in my previous playthrough. And I've gotten a lot farther than that. So that's what I've been doing, which I completely lost track of everything this weekend by doing so. And now the only thing I want to do is go and play. And I just, even just for an hour or two every day, I'm like, all right, I can just put the GPS on, tell me where to go, and go and get, go and get another temple, go and get another seed, go and get, all of these little things that are technically part of the game and you have to do, but take away from the actual gameplay.
Yeah. Did you cut
So-
out? Oh, okay. I thought you cut out for a second.
Yeah, my phone fell off the desk.
Whoops.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what, I've been dealing with, and because of that, I also have my little blocks here,
Mm-hmm.
which is technically for the next game in the series, because, anybody that has played that game knows that, knows who the dragon actually is that is wrapped around the sword. But yeah.
You know, to go back to what you said about, being a long, windy game, I think that kind of goes back to when most of us were kids and we got either a Sega Genesis or a Master System or a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo, and our parents would be like, pick one game. And you look at the different games, and I think a lot of us just grabbed an action RPG or an RPG because we knew, oh, we will be playing it for a while, I think that's where that comes from, because it's like you kind of want to get your money's worth, but at the same time, you don't want to sit there and be like, you know what, I can't play this game anymore.
And see, I can do that. I can pick up, even going for something like Persona 5. It's lateral. It's not really open world. Yes, there are some things that you can do with it, but it's got a set story.
Right.
And you have to follow that set story to be, basically to progress. But this is just, you can go wherever you want to.
Just go buck wild.
Yeah. So you don't have to stick to the area that you're supposed to be sticking to, which is just, my brain does not compute something like that. And I play MMOs online. I play Guild Wars 2. But still, that's, it's finite. There are things that you can do, and that's it. Unlike this, where it's just like, here, you've got, all of these little things that you need to search for. And you don't really have to search for them, but we're going to have you search for them anyway.
And I totally get that. And I'm just thinking about what you're saying about where the GPS letting go here and there. One is, that reminds me with Metroid Dread. I'm on the final boss. I can't get past his second phase. And I'm like, and now there's like a rookie mode that Nintendo has unlocked for the game. And I'm just like, should I go back and restart this game from scratch on an easier mode? And for me, it's not because of, I guess it's kind of skill set. It's just that I don't want to waste like the 30 plus hours I went into playing this game. But I know if I played on rookie mode, I'll probably spend more time exploring and so forth. And half the time, I don't even care if I beat it within a certain time to get certain endings. As long as I complete the game. I think most of us are at a point where we're just playing to relax and have fun.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like there are some games I play on normal because I know I can get through it. And I like that some of these games have the options. You can change the difficulty on the fly and then go back. Because I'm not going to lie. The final boss, the final battle in FF7 Remake, I had to turn that shit down to easy mode. Because Sephiroth kept handing my ass to me. And on easy mode, that shit was still rough. I was like, Christ. But I still have fun nonetheless, so.
Yeah. So that's it for me.
Cool. Barry, how's your week? How's your day? How's your month? How's you been?
I've been doing okay. I've been keeping busy with some different activities and different events. I have been helping out with some things in the MMO that I play
Cool.
and having a lot of fun doing that. And other than that, I've really just been like taking care of my health and trying to do some medical stuff to keep myself healthy. And so, yeah, I've been doing that, and I got follow-up appointments and stuff coming up soon. But generally, yeah, that's pretty much been it. It's been pretty quiet in general, but I've been trying to keep busy with some different projects.
That's cool.
Hmm.
All right. And I know you mentioned it to me, but how are you feeling since your surgery?
Oh, it's good. No, it's healing up fine. I have my follow-up appointment tomorrow about it, so they'll check it out and probably give me a few more x-rays and then tell me if I'm good or not. So we'll
So
see what happens.
that's good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
So my weekend day's been pretty good. Things have been a little quiet at work because we're not doing all of these refreshes because of inventory. Thanks a lot, AI bros. But I've been kind of focusing on tickets. Right now, I think I mentioned this at my last job. I was kind of play testing different Bluetooth headsets to work with my laptop and work phone because the phone was very picky about certain Bluetooth headsets. So I'm doing that again, but I'm not as picky because I'm like, well, I want something good but cheap. And I'm going through Amazon looking at these different ones that are good and cheap. I'm like, I never heard of this brand. Oh, this it goes over my ears. For what it's worth, when I'm out and about streaming, I like over ear headphones. I love them. When I'm at work, I just need on ear, something lightweight in case someone needs to get my attention. But now you got decent on ear headphones that got really good ANC on them. So I'm just like, damn. So I'm playing around with those. I just found a set of PreSonus ones that I ordered. I'm gonna give those a try and see see how well I like them. So PreSonus is a good brand. So I got these JLab ones, but I had to send them back because it kept cutting out. It kept dropping the Bluetooth signal on either work laptop, Surface, or both. And I'm just like, yeah, this is why I stopped using JLab in the first place. But I will say, I end up picking up a pair of their little in-ear earbuds, and I use those while I'm in the other office. And if you know what the other office is, give yourself a gold star, And those work really well, so I ain't complaining about those. So those are good for that. Saturday, I was planning on going to the Mermaid Parade, but I just didn't feel like leaving the house, and it was hot as hell. So I stayed in the AC as long as I could. Worked on some con photos. I'm working on the Castle Point photos now, and I did laundry. And then Sunday, I actually got off my arse and cleaned up underneath my desk. And by underneath my desk, I mean I picked up all the cables and wrapped them so they're hanging. I have like a tray underneath my desk as well for the surge protector. Come to find out, it's too small for the surge protector, and the way I have everything plugged, it's kind of catty cornered. So I'm either going to replace the tray with something bigger that I can strap onto it, or I'm just going to get like extension cables to put onto the surge protector, because I have like block plugs, but I got to configure a specific way so it works for the time being. I'm probably just going to get like a better tray to strap it in and just leave and just call it a day. And the thing is, Linus Tech Tips has like this cable management system that I want to get, but I'm like, I'm not going to invest that type of money on a desk like this, because this is a cheap IKEA desk. I've had, I would say, over 10 years. No, almost 10 years. And when I moved into this new location, I put up an extended shelf extension here, which has my controllers and external hard drives. I have another tray over here for cups and mugs and other stuff. So it's like, I could work for what it was. So I'm good with that. I cleaned up down here. Everything looks nice and neat. I can actually stretch my legs, so that feels good, which means I was able to reposition the subwoofer, reposition the mic stand, the light, and over here, if you see, as you're watching, if you see I'm looking down, I have a better angle of the second monitor that sits on the floor. And why does it sit on the floor? Because I have no space to put it up on my desk. Now, if I didn't have the tray with the hard drives, that would be a different story. So, anyway, that's it about that. Let's see. And as Bond006 says, so you did some adulting. The things our mom would tell us to do. Well, guess mom was right. Nobody wants a dirty, messy place. And that's true. I mean, let's be real here. I don't think there is a single person that's participating with us live right now or listening to the podcast who can say that their room, apartment, or house is immaculate. There's nobody. I know we can all say our house is a little discombobulated or a little messy, because that's life. I can't see anybody, as soon as they finish work, whether they're commuting or remoting, is going to go, okay, I'm going to do this, and one fall swoop. That's not going to happen. You're going to do a little bit here, a little bit there, and then on the weekends, you try to maintain and do upkeep. That's all it is. That's what it boils down to. And that's life, you know? Maybe if there was 8 days in a week, I could take an 8th day to kind of clean up. But, you know, hey. God. All right. All right. Enough about that. Let's get into some housekeeping notes here. Let me flip to this channel here. Perfect. I'll let y'all know that podcast VODs are available on our YouTube page. So if you want to watch the replay of older episodes that are not available on Twitch due to your level of subscription, youtube.com/anime jam session. Episodes are available 12 p.m. noon on Thursdays. And as for conventions, Kineticon right now is our next convention, or in this case, my next convention. I will probably be walking around taking a few pictures, but the majority of my trip is getting a couple of autographs. Because let's be real, because we all been there. Like, there's a voice actor or actress you want to see. You don't go to a lot of Midwest or West Coast conventions, so you wait and hope they come to a con that you can get to. And there's a couple coming to Kineticon, and I'm golden with that. I just got to secure a crash space, or else I am catching like the 6:30 bus back home that day. So there is that. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? No, that's it. So let's get into the news of our show, and let's get started. And the first thing we are going to talk about is Hatsune Miku. Let's see. There we go. It's going to be a Persona 5 crossover. That's interesting. And the artwork looks pretty nice, if that's what it is. So, it seems that Persona 5, the Phantom X, is officially set to welcome Hatsune Miku and a brand new crossover. I think that's kind of cool. So, basically, the collaboration was announced during a special live stream, which confirmed this, and that people who will be able to catch Hatsune Miku in-game in various battles, city life events, and even mini-games. Mako, have you played the Phantom X?
I have not.
Okay. Maybe I'll give it a run through. I mean, I do have time, quote unquote. Hatsune Miku's arrival on P5, the Phantom X, coincides with the game's 1-year anniversary, which has already been celebrated in some truly major ways. Recently, the game had players enjoying seeing the heroes of the Specialized Extracular Execution Squad, SEES, show up in the world of P5 Phantom X as part of the ongoing collab with Persona 3 Reload. Okay. The official solicit text for P5X P3R crossover event reads Dark Hour, a hidden hour between one day and the next, and within it stands the massive tower called Tartarus. The Phantom Thieves from P5X happen to enter a place resembling Tartarus, where they meet the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad from P3R and fight together to make their way out. When the two stories intersect, what awaits beyond their crossing paths? Okay, alright. P5, the Phantom X, was released in 2025 as the latest Persona spin-off, this time tailor-made for mobile gaming. The game is set in Tokyo and drops players in the role of Nagisa Kamishiro, a student at Kokatsu Academy whose Persona journey begins with a harrowing encounter with none other than Joker, albeit in the form of an eerie dreamscape. Interesting. Although the game features several major gameplay overhauls compared to its predecessors, the title has still received greatly favorable responses from both critics and gamers. At the time of this article, P5 The Phantom X holds a 72 score on Metascore approval rating via review aggregator Metacritic, as compared to the 6.2 user score on the platform, the latter of which was averaged across more than 70 reviews of the game. While the upcoming collaboration will mark the first time Hatsune Miku appeared in the world of Persona 5, it isn't her first time crossing over with the Persona series. In fact, Hatsune Miku's first crossover with the series took place in P4 Dancing All Night, a rhythm game spin-off of Persona 4, which featured a popular Vocaloid as part of its DLC pack. Which does make sense since Sega does make the Hatsune Miku rhythm game, and well, Atlas with the touch of Sega did the P4 dancing game. Despite never appearing in a Persona 5 game prior to her upcoming appearance in the current P5 Phantom X, Hatsune Miku has appeared alongside characters from Persona 5 and other titles. Matter of factly, both Hatsune Miku and Persona 5's Joker were among the first third-party characters to make their way into Sega's Sonic Racing Crossworlds back in 2025. Hatsune Miku will make her P5 Phantom X debut in 2 days. Cool. And for those who don't know what I mean by 2 days, June 25th. I will say, I did pick up Crossworlds. I caught it on sale for like $27 off Amazon, and I played the demo. It's no Mario Kart, I'll tell you that right now. Man. Okay. Mako, what's going on with Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah, I was really excited to hear about this one. But yeah, so Ghost in the Shell has teamed up with a well-known keyboard and electronics manufacturer. What is it? IQ Unix? IQnix.
I've never heard of them, but
but yeah, so they're actually coming out with new gaming keyboards. Looking both grungy and cybernetic, perfectly encapsulates the themes and visuals of the iconic franchise. There are also 2 keycap sets being made available, with these items all coming out in time for the newest anime's release.
I know you're hype about that.
Yes. So there is the EV63 Ghost in the Shell Edition keyboard, featuring the branding of the Ghost in the Shell franchise on the spacebar key. But that's far from the only thing in which it represents the series. Having a digitalized aesthetic and a color scheme that fits right in with the world of Major Motoko Kusanagi, whose visage is on the Enter key. It bears an aluminum alloy chassis that's just as biomechanical. Along with magnetic switches for precise input, it offers an 8,000 hertz polling rate and a 16,000 hertz scan rate to maximize gameplay and usability. This makes the keyboard a must-have for fans of fast-paced first-person shooters or other online titles that require the fastest reflexes and absolutely no lag. On the back of the board is an image of an android with the Equinix and Ghost in the Shell logos visible as well. Keytalk is also producing 2 keycap sets to coincide with the keyboard, one of which is the Ghost version that uses the Smile profile. This helps to make everyday use and typing more comfortable, whereas the Shell version uses the KOL profile and prioritizes a configuration for high-speed gaming. The former has a design similar to the Tachikoma mech units, with both offering endless customization potential. The Ghost in the Shell edition comes in both Cyber Blue and Shell versions, available for purchase on their website for $250. Yeah, likewise, both keycap sets are running for $80 each. Thus why I will not have one of these keyboards.
I will say this. If I had the money to burn, I would buy this keyboard, but it would sit in the box as a collector's item because I'm one of those where I need a full mechanical keyboard. I need my numeric keypad. I feel naked without having a numeric keypad. I mean, look at the keyboards that 8-Bit Do has. They have one in the style of the Xbox, Commodore 64, Nintendo, NES, Famicom, and the classic IBM. I will buy the IBM, the Nintendo, and the Famicom ones. And I would just have them as collector's items on display. I mean, I already have a nice keyboard, mechanical keyboard. If anything, I will get like modded I will get keycaps to put on here. Part of the issue with my keyboard is it's a specific Corsair model, so I gotta be kind of careful. That's what I would do. I think I have like a couple of like pixel keycaps I'm sitting on because I would love to put those on there. So that's my thing. But if money was no object, would you buy them?
If money was no object, of course I would buy them. And I would probably also use them. While I do love my number pad, I would be one of those people that would buy a separate number pad.
Well, if you look at the ones 8-Bit Do has, they actually have the full and one without the keypad, and which would work.
Well, no, I'm saying for the Ghost in the Shell one.
Okay.
I would use it and get a separate keypad to have connected as well.
I mean, given for your work, I can see that that having a separate keypad will work better for you.
As long as I have a number pad.
That's what I'm saying.
Just because I work with numbers all day.
That's what I'm saying. Like the fact that it's not attached to the keyboard, it's like spaced off. It's just more comfortable for you.
Yeah, that would definitely be more comfortable for me.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna kick it over to Barry with idol stuff.
Yeah. So idol culture is still very much alive and well in Japan. In this case, you have the idol group Fruit Zippers making guest voice appearances in the 33rd Crayon Shin-chan anime film. The yokai-themed film will open on July 31st, and the official website for the upcoming film, Elga Crayon Shin-chan, Kiki Kai Kai Kiki Kai Kao Oro no Yokai Vacation, translated to Crayon Shin-chan the movie. Very bizarre. My Yokai Vacation announced today that 2 members from the 7-piece idol group Fruits Zippers, Luna Nakagawa and Noel Hayase, will make guest appearances as voice actors. The group has provided the Crayon Shin-chan TV anime's latest 19th opening theme song, Hacha Mecha Wacha Life.
That's wow.
The characters they will play have not yet been revealed. They will also serve as the Bake Bake Oentai, or the Bake Bake support team, to help promote the film. The 33rd Crayon Shin-chan anime film is set to release in Japan on July 31st this year. Comments from Luna Nakagawa. My fellow members and I have been talking about how wonderful it would be if we could do voice acting for a Crayon Shin-chan film someday. So I'm very happy that this dream has come true. During the recording session, I was told that speaking in my natural voice would be fine, but there were parts that were difficult to hear. I was asked several times to please speak more clearly, which has made me realize once again how difficult voice acting is. This film features summer elements like fireworks, and I believe it will be a memorable film, so I'm very much looking forward to watching it myself. I would be happy if I could watch this film together with everyone and create wonderful memories this summer. Comments from Noel Hayase. We have done voice acting work as a group once before, but I was very surprised because it was our first time participating with just 2 of us. Also, since Mayurika-san, who are the official big brothers of Fruit Zippers, had told us, let's work together on Shin-chan sometime. It is very moving to be able to perform with 2 of them like this. In the recording session, I performed using my natural speaking voice just like Luna does. Although I received an okay right away, I still felt some anxiety, but I was able to feel that it would be fine by putting my trust in everyone. The theme of this film involves things that rarely happen in daily life, so I hope you enjoy it with a sense of surprise. Masaki Watanabe directs Elga Crayon Shin-chan Kiki Kai Kai Ora no Yokai Vacation at the Shin-Ai Animation with script by Yoshiko Nakamura. Watanabe, who has been involved as episode director for Crayon Shin-chan TV anime series since 2022, was in charge of storyboards for Crayon Shin-chan film over the past 2 years, but this is the first time he's credited as a director. The story follows Shin-chan and his family as they visit his father's hometown of Akita in order to view the Omagari Fireworks Festival, when a strange incident causes the residents of Yokai Land to begin running wild throughout Akita and the rest of Japan. Shin-chan and company are lured into Yokai Land for unusual adventures. So you can definitely check that out. It looks like it might be on Crunchyroll in the future, but yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's where Shin-chan is now.
Yeah, it's hosted right now.
Yeah. And I just got an email about my trip to Japan, and I'm not really happy
Ooh,
about.
that's exciting.
I'm not happy.
Oh no.
No, I'm not happy about this. Flight
What
change.
happened? Oh no, not a flight change.
I've gotten a couple before. It's just it's a difference in the time, and I'm just like, okay, here or there. Yeah, this one is a complete flight and time change. My flight originally, I was supposed to leave at like 10 to get to Toronto at 1 or something like that, and our flight leaves like an hour and a half afterwards. Then it was changed to 8:45 to arrive at 10:28. Now it's a brand new flight. We leave at 6:15 in the morning to arrive at Toronto at 7:57 in the morning.
That's
That
rough.
seems ridiculous.
I know. That means we as Sin and I, we have basically now a 4-hour layover in Toronto.
I mean, that works so that you guys can get snacks and things like that, but still, that's an excessive layover.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's really long.
yeah. When I went last year with me and what name is she going by now? CC Graywitch. We had basically like a 3-hour layover, which gave us time, to go over to the other side of the terminal and grab food and relax. But also, nothing was really open by the time we got there around, I think, 11 or something like that. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to check. I'm going to check and see what's going on with that, because we do have paid seats, so make sure our seats stay the same. It's just the flight to Toronto that's changed. I'm not gonna lie. If our flight from Toronto to Narita adjusted by a couple of hours, it wouldn't be so bad. So and looking back, when we get back, our flight has changed again. So now we have like almost a 5-hour layover coming back. I'm like, what the I wonder if they ever explain the reasons why they have to change your flights and stuff like that. Oh well. Is what it is. Moving right along, we're going to get into our next story here about Sega. Should have made the Sega part all caps. This is interesting. Sega unveils a Sonic figure with actual DNA for its 35th anniversary.
What?
You heard me.
Yep. It is so bizarrely weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sega unveiled this last Tuesday. It's the Sonic the Hedgehog DNA figure. The figure celebrates the franchise's 35th anniversary and contains actual synthetic DNA. Lom Baby, a science collective composed of artists, engineers, scientists, and other members, synthesized the DNA using cutting edge biotechnology. And there is video of all of this on YouTube. The figure will incorporate several DNA nucleotide sequences, including those linked to a male hedgehog, blue coloring, leg strength, reaction speed, sense of adventure, and the ability to spin dash. The synthesized DNA sequences are stored in a protective capsule within the figure's green crystal. So basically, it is a DNA sequence surrounded by a Chaos Emerald inside of Sonic's chest. Yeah, so this is going to be on display for a limited time at the Sega Store Tokyo. This actually was started as of today. Sega has not said what is going to be going on with this figure. Have not said if this is going to be something that is commercially available. I sincerely hope not, because I can only imagine the type of people that would be purchasing something with synthetic hedgehog DNA.
That's wild.
But yeah, I'm going to guess, considering it is synthesized, that it's not a fully complete DNA sequence. It does say that it incorporates several DNA sequences. So I'm going to assume that it's not finished, but there are some really weird freaking people out there that would experiment to attempt to finish it, and I don't trust you fuckers.
Now,
So I really hope this is not something that is going to be widely spread for purchase. I
feel like there's already a lot of figurines with DNA on them. Let's go.
Oh God.
Yeah, but only half of a set of DNA.
Yeah, only half. You're right.
For the record, I have maybe less than 5 figures from Japan that actually have this label on it that has been opened. So I don't know. But I tell you what.
Don't get out the black light, Ranma.
No, I have no plans to do that. I absolutely refuse.
I will say if something like that had occurred, they're probably not getting rid of that figure.
True, but there are some people who would try.
I mean, yeah, we've definitely heard the news in Japan.
Yeah.
There are some people that would, just do it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Some geeks are freaky, okay?
Some of you geeks need to do more than just touch grass, okay?
Oh my goodness. Wash your hands at least,
I'd say something else, but this is this ain't the place for it.
Anyway.
Moving
on.
Oh, it's my turn. And this is an interesting story here. But before I get into the story, I forgot to mention one of the cool things I bought during my weekend day. As you all know, I am a big fan of the Super Mario Brothers movie, and my finger slipped a few times purchasing the soundtrack.
Oh, slipped a few times, huh? Okay.
Barry.
That's the story we're going with.
No, Barry. I went back to Akihabara to buy the vinyl.
Oh, nice.
I have 2 copies of the vinyl. The only difference is the Japanese one has like how all Japanese albums have like the side paper on it, the side cover. That's the only major difference. And I bought it just because of that. And they're both still shrink wrapped. But yeah, I went out and bought the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy movie, and there are 2 collectibles. Okay, I will show off the other one next week. But this week, because I forgot that I had ordered it, so I have the steelbook version I got from Grove that looks like a Rosalina's storybook, and it has an invincible star on it. And if you're wondering, I got this through Grove.com via Walmart. So now I have I have both copies of the collector's movie on Blu-ray. I have a digital copy of the soundtrack. I ordered the CD. I'm probably going to order the vinyl soon. And since the movie is streaming on Peacock, I don't need a reason to buy another copy of the film. God, what can I say? It was a really good movie. But we're going to veer a little bit and talk about Kadokawa. And things are kind of a little chaotic there. It seems that the former chair appealed his bribery verdict and sues the current president of the company. Wow. So, former Kadokawa chairman Tsukihiko Kadokawa announced through the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan, the FCCJ, that he is appealing his guilty verdict in the 2021 Tokyo Olympics bribery case. He also filed a defamation lawsuit against Kadokawa's current CEO, Takeshi Natsuno, and the internal investigation lawyer, Tadashi Kunihiro. He is seeking 20 million yen, which is about $124,000. His legal counsel, Nobuo Gohara, claimed the company internal investigation and results compromised Sugihiro's public perception, which in turn affected his right to a fair trial and presumption of innocence. He also stated that the investigation was a subsequent public results did not include his testimony. He argued that the report, which remains publicly available on the company's website, should be removed. He also spoke against Japan's hostage justice system, which allegedly keeps defendants in holding indefinitely bearing a guilty confession. Yeah, there are J legal dramas on Netflix that you can watch where you see this in real. You see this. The defendant was held in detention for 226 days pre-trial following his arrest and claims his repeated requests for bail were denied. He has maintained his innocence and stated plans to sue the government for his unlawful treatment. Well, now. The TDC, the Tokyo District Court, found Tsukihiko Kadokawa guilty of bribing a former senior official of the Tokyo Olympic Committee on January 22nd and sentenced him to 2 years and 6 months in prison, suspended for 4 years. Other defendants accused of receiving bribes, including former organizing committee board member Haruyuki Takahashi, who has denied the accusations and is currently on trial still. Tsukihiro Kadokawa and Vice Chair Masaki Matsubara resigned from the company in October 2022 after being indicted on alleged bribery over sponsorship for the 2020 Summer Olympics. Tsukihiko Kadokawa was arrested September 2022 on suspicion of bribing the former member of the Olympics organizing committee. Prosecutors said that Kadokawa had continued to deny the allegations since his arrest. The company is suspected of paying around 69 million yen, which is about $480, to a consultancy linked to Haruyuki Takahashi, who was arrested in August of 2022 on suspicion of accepting bribes from companies to secure their sponsorship in the games. The firm belonged to Kazumasa Fukami, who once worked with Takahashi at Dents before Takahashi became a member of the Olympic Organizing Committee. Allegedly, Takahashi used his network of contacts at Dents, or Dentsu, which the Tokyo Olympic Organizing Committee commissioned to select and handle sponsors to secure Kadokawa's position. Kadokawa became an official supporter of the games in April 2019 and published the official program and results books. According to the sources linked to the investigation, Kadokawa signed a deal with the consultancy to pay 69 million yen in 10 installments starting in May of 2019. It is said that a portion of that money has been transferred to Takahashi. Now we go into other Kadokawa related and Olympic related arrests. Now, former Kadokawa executive Toshiyuki Yoshihara and former senior official Kyoji Manawa were arrested in September of that same year as part of the ongoing sale. And by same year, I mean 2022. Prosecutors raided the head office, the home of board chair Kadokawa, and the above-mentioned consulting firm. Tokyo's Special Investigation Team had not revealed whether the 4 individuals had confirmed or denied the charges. Yoshihara and Manawa were indicted later that month. Takahashi was arrested in August of 2022 on suspicion of accepting 51 million yen, that's a lot of money, and bribes from clothing company Aoki Holdings Inc. The Osaka-based advertising firm Daiko has come under scrutiny for paying at least 14 million yen to the firm. Japan Times previously reported that Kadokawa chairman Sugihiko Kadokawa claimed to reporters the money was just a consultancy fee and that there was absolutely no recognition on his part that the money was constituted as a bribe. NHK reported that according to sources linked to the investigation, Takahashi denied charges of bribery where Aoki Holdings founder Hirono Aoki admitted to it. Sugihiko Kadokawa's father, Genyoshi, founded Kadokawa Shoten as a publishing company in 1945. Sugihiko joined the company in 1966 and rose to the ranks before resigning as vice president in 1992. He then founded MediaWorks. He returned to Kadokawa Shoten as president in 1993 after the former president, his brother Haruki, was arrested on drug charges. For the record, Kadokawa Shoten later acquired MediaWorks and eventually shortened its name to just Kadokawa. Oh, interesting. That's a whole lot of money floating around. Anyway, Barry, take us off on a lighthearted, interesting, fun note about Card Captor Sakura.
Yeah, so there's been some mobile games developing in many ways, and in this way, Card Captor Sakura is getting a new smartphone game on the 25th of this month, so it's coming up soon. So KaraQ unveiled the new Card Captor Sakura Omoide no Kage Key of Memories, a new smartphone game for the Card Captor Sakura franchise. On Thursday, the free-to-play game with in-app purchases will launch. And in the game, players can collect digital miniatures of various characters from the franchise in over 100 outfits, then set up figurines like inside a room diorama, decorated as one pleases. Clamp launched the Card Captor Sakura Clear Card sequel manga in Kodansha's Nakayoshi magazine in June 2016, which means it's been 10 years, and ended it in November 2023. And Kodansha published the manga's 16th and final compiled book volume in April 2024. Kodansha USA Publishing is releasing the manga digitally and in print in English, and it released the 16th volume in March of 2025. The manga inspired a television anime that aired from January to June 2018 for 22 episodes, and Crunchyroll streamed the series as it aired in Japan, so simulcast. And Funimation streamed an English dub. Funimation released the anime on home video in 2019 and 2020. The anime does have a planned sequel. Card Captor Sakura Clear Card Hen Happiness Memory smartphone game launched in October 2019 and ended its service in June of 2020. So we'll see what the popularity is like.
I hope so, because I actually downloaded the last Card Captor Sakura game, and after about a week, I deleted it because I could not get onto a damn server to play. And it was like a match 3 style game. I'm like, seriously? It kept loading. I'm like, you know what?
That would have been nice.
I did not. I was like, screw this.
Yeah, if you don't have connectivity, it does make it a little harder to play.
Connectivity. I was sitting in my house on Wi-Fi.
No, I mean, like, if you can't connect to a server, then you're not going to be able to play it.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. All right, now that we got all of the important news out of the way, it's time to kick back, relax, and kind of go ham on Meanwhile in Japan. So y'all can decide on what y'all want to take. It doesn't matter to me what I take. So.
Okay. Let's see. I shall take the first one.
Okay.
I will take the last one.
I had a feeling I'd end up taking the second one anyway. All right.
Okie dokie.
Take it away, Barry.
Have you ever loved your cat so much that it's so cute you just want to eat him?
We're
Well,
looking at you, Mako-chan.
Hush.
Japan says now you can. Japan now has edible cat fur for people who really love felines. When you like your cat so much you want to eat its fur. Cats are beloved the world over, but here in Japan they really love their cats. It's a love so strong, it's given birth to everything from stickers that smell like cat bellies through to sunscreen that dispenses itself in the shape of a cat paw. I've used soap like that.
Mm.
And now, dear reader, let us introduce you to edible cat fur, known officially as delicious cat fur by its creator, Neko Ichi, a company that specializes in cat products. This new offering is designed to look like something that's been plucked from the back of a calico cat. The cat-like coloring and fluffy texture looks incredibly realistic. But you can breathe a sigh of relief, as this fur is actually cotton candy! To be precise, this is said to be cotton candy for cat lovers, as it's packed with beautiful details that reflect a deep love for felines. It's such a fun and unique product that it'll appeal to anyone with a fondness for cats. But if you've ever wanted to collect your pet's fur and keep it in a container, or if you've ever liked a cat so much you wanted to eat its fur, then this will tip the scales towards being a dream product. You can also share the love with a dedicated message section on the side of it for gift giving. Our dreams of eating cat fur are finally a reality. While the visuals are enough to put cat lovers into a tailspin, the product is also designed to be genuinely delicious. The cotton candy is said to melt lightly on the tongue, and the hidden inside are popping candy pieces that crackle in your mouth as you eat it, creating a fun texture that comes with equally fun sound effects. Promo image for the product reads, "We made cat hair," along a speech bubble that says, "We love cats too much," and "This is a cotton candy for humans. Cats can't eat it," as a cautionary note. With a sweet and sugary aroma, the delicious cat fur is a multi-sensory experience that'll engage more than just sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. It'll engage your sense of imagination as well. Surprisingly realistic for something made of sugar, and it's sure to bring a smile to all sorts of cat lovers, from the casual admirer to the full-on feline enthusiast. Released on the 30th of May this year, the delicious cat fur is also available exclusively at Nekoichi's store in Yokohama's Lalaport shopping center, priced at approximately $6.11 US, but also at 980 yen. But yeah, so if you're feeling like eating cat fur, that's not cat fur, there you go.
So, Mako-chan, would you like me to bring you back some from Japan?
While I think it would be adorable to have some, cotton candy does not travel very well. Unless it is like very, very well packaged. So I would say probably not, but thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's get into our next story here, which somehow it never our review what we were going to talk about on tonight's show was never posted to Facebook, so somehow the planner must have ate it or something like that. Or I forgot. Either or. This is something that we kind of talked about briefly a while back about visas and so forth. So if you're going to travel to Japan for vacation purposes, you're good. If you're traveling to Japan for education, work purposes, and stuff like that, oh, you're going to be shelling out some more money. There is a 400% increase in visa fees for foreigners entering the land of the rising sun. This is the first time fees have been increased in about 50 years, and some of these fees will affect some more than others. The current cost of a single entry visa is 3,000 yen, which is $19. Under the new pricing structure, the fee will be raised to 15,000 yen, 5 times its current price. Yes, I know, that is a lot of money. And
What the heck?
but that's $93 roughly. So that's not so bad per se. Now, the fee for a multiple entry visa, which allows the holder to enter and leave multiple times during the period of having said visa, is going through the same increase. It's going from 6,000 yen to 30,000 yen. And converting that will be $185.68. Not so bad. I mean, given the dollar to yen ratio, that's what I mean. It's not so bad. This is the first time Japan raises entry fees in basically almost 50 years because the current prices there were put in place in 1978. In announcing these price increases, Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi justified them on the grounds of reflecting inflation and current exchange rates, which to me, it does make sense. While this explanation isn't complete nonsense, there's an argument to be made that it's only half sense. Yes, Japan is experiencing inflation pretty much across the board right now, and so the Japanese government's ISA, Immigration Services Agency, is seeing an increase to its operating costs. But at current exchange rates, referring to the weakened value of the yen versus the foreign currency, doesn't seem like they should be putting any kind of extreme pressure on the Japanese government in terms of visa application processing, since the review and issuing visas is something the Japanese government is doing within itself, not through the use of foreign materials or overseas labor. As such, it seems like the price hikes aren't a single-minded initiative to cope with rising costs, but also attempt to grab some extra cash from foreigners coming to Japan at a time when the increase will seem combatively palatable to people whose home country currency is strong versus the yen. Regarding the price increases, Motegi specifically mentioned that we are not expecting this to have a near-future influence on the number of inbound foreign visitors to Japan. All right. Part of any lack of immediate impact, though, this is going to be thanks to the suddenness with the fees going to be raised. The new prices were announced on July 9th. I think this was announced June 19th as an issue with the article. June 19th, and will go into effect July 1st, leaving little time for upcoming visa applicants to hit the brakes on their travel plans. So who's really going to be affected by this? It's a little complicated. If you're a tourist visiting Japan, citizens of many countries, and including the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, the EU, South Korea, and Singapore, coming as tourists, you're given an automatic 90-day visa exemption, so you don't have to worry about it. Again, if you're going on vacation, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Not on the visa exempt list are Russia, much of the Middle East and Africa, and China. Chinese travelers represent a very large portion of Japan's inbound foreign tourist numbers, and the Japanese government predicts the higher visa fees will produce a revenue increase of 116.1 billion yen, which is equivalent to about 19.72 million for the 2026 fiscal year. However, even citizens of countries on the visa exempt list for tourists still need to apply for a visa, even if they're arriving for non-tourist reasons. So if you're a U.S. citizen moving to Japan for a study abroad, or Canadian coming to work as an English teacher, you'll need to apply for a visa and pay the new fees as of July 1st. It is noted that the announced increase for entry visas, which are a separate permission from the periodic status of resident renewals that foreign nationals who are already living in Japan have to apply and pay for, those two may be getting a price increase soon. Yes, some people are saying it's not fair, but these have been the prices for 50 years. It's only fair because, yes, this is going to increase their revenue for this department, but this will help for better services, for immigration, and so forth. So it's not so bad. All right, and now our last story for tonight there, Mako?
Yeah, so it seems that Japan is dealing with an ice cream cartel.
Hold on, I think I have a track for this. All right, please go ahead.
Yeah, so it just so happens that 6 of the biggest ice cream makers face accusations of collaborating to keep fairly priced ice cream out of consumers' hands.
Oh.
So authorities in Japan have launched an investigation into a suspected cartel. And their investigators think that they are basically ice cream price fixing.
Naughty,
So-
naughty.
Yeah. On June 16th, Japan's Fair Trade Commission launched on-site investigations at the facilities of 6 major Japanese confectionery companies, Meiji, Lot, Moringa Seike, Moringa Nayogyo, Izaki Glico, and Akagi Nuyugoyo. All 6 are among Japan's largest manufacturers and distributors of ice cream and are supposed to be competitors. The Fair Trade Commission believes, though, that executives from the 6 companies have been exchanging information both through in-person meetings and email to keep each other informed of upcoming price increases for their products, thus allowing them to collectively manipulate market prices for ice cream in Japan. The Commission suspects that the companies have been engaging in this activity for several years. It's worth noting that in Japan, retailers tend to take manufacturers' suggested retail prices pretty seriously. While you'll find occasional sales and special discounts, oftentimes retailers sell snack foods at whatever price the manufacturer dictates. With all 6 of the companies under investigation also acting as wholesalers who supply major supermarkets and convenience store chains, they're in even more position to exert pressure on shops to sell their products at MSRP. And if the companies have been collaborating to raise their prices in unison, it would keep any one of them from losing sales by making the higher prices look like an unavoidable market evolution. It's one thing if prices rise across the board simply as a result of competitors reacting to one another. For example, there's nothing illegal going on in a scenario where Lot raises its ice cream prices by 30 yen and suffers no loss in sales volume. So then Meiji, seeing that customers will accept higher prices, also decides to raise their price to grab more revenue. On the other hand, if competing companies are exchanging information in order to create premeditated plans to coordinate price increases, that would be a violation of Japan's Anti-Monopoly Act. Because of that, the investigation will likely be focused on looking for proof of such premeditation. Adding a gray area element to this situation, though, is that Japanese companies often publicly announce changes to their suggested retail prices before they go into effect. This is to let consumers brace for the higher prices they'll need to pay, but it also creates a window of plausible deniability regarding price fixing by giving other companies enough time to adjust their prices upward and have the changeover happen at or near the same time as their competitors' moves. The investigation comes amid a climate of companies in Japan rapidly raising prices, usually citing increased raw material costs due to shipping disruptions caused by international conflicts and the depressed value of the yen. However, it's not like the ice cream industry in Japan is hurting for revenue. According to the Japan Ice Cream Association, of which all 6 companies under investigation are members, 2025 was the 6th year in a row the value of ice cream shipments in Japan reached a record high. The total for 2025 came to 663.1 billion yen, or $4.2 billion, an increase of more than 40% compared to 10 years earlier, despite Japan's population shrinking over that period.
That's a whole lot of ice cream.
That is a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, these companies, they just don't make ice cream. I mean, Meiji does a lot of candy and chocolate. Lot does a lot of candy and chocolate. We all know what Glico does.
Yep.
So the fact that they are specifically after ice cream prices seems a little weird, but at the same time, if they all collaborated on one specific item, I guess it wouldn't be. But yeah, it seems a little odd that, it's a 40% increase in, pricing and revenue and all of that within 10 years.
I will say, one of the brands you mentioned, my eyes got a little bit of a twinkle because they put out this one ice cream sandwich that I ate almost every single day in Japan. What? It's the Morinaga Choco Monaka Jumbo. Okay, think of a large waffle, but not the but in a rectangle, hollowed out, full of soft vanilla ice cream and a thin chocolate bar right in the middle. And it sucks that I cannot find it stateside. I can find something similar, but not that.
Yeah, the thing is, like, something with ice cream like that, if it's good, I don't mind
Mhm.
paying a little bit extra. The fact that, and it's not just Japan, ice cream prices here in the States have also gone freaking nuts. Um,
We're at the point where Mr. Softy and Good Humor accept credit cards. Oh, okay.
well, yeah, that's just getting with the times, though. I'm talking about
But
big ice cream companies.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, remember when a cone ran you like $1 or $2? Now it's like $5 and you just slap your debit card on it. I was like, damn.
Well, I'm thinking about like ice cream pints.
Well,
You
yeah.
could go into, a corner store like 7-Eleven, and I'm talking big chain corner stores,
Mm-hmm.
not bodegas. You can go into something like a 7-Eleven, you can go into something like a Bucky's or a Wawa or a Sheetz or something like that. And you could get a pint of ice cream for, $5.
Mm-hmm.
That crap's almost up to $10 per pint at this point.
I must have gotten lucky at that Wawa because I picked up a pint for $5.69 because it was 30 cents cheaper than the Haagen Dazs brand or
Well,
whatever
yeah,
brand.
that's
But yeah,
because you're going after the store
no,
brand.
but
But
still,
even that,
yeah, I think the cheapest was like $6 or $7, and I think it was Ben and Jerry's. But yes, I
yeah.
get exactly what you're talking about, though. Believe you me.
Yeah, but I mean it's a little ridiculous that, the pricing for something like that has gone up so much. But again, if it's good quality ice cream, I don't mind paying for that. And I'm sorry, but as much as I like Ben and Jerry's, that's not the ice cream that I'm gonna spend that much money on.
Honestly, for me, if I'm going to spend that type of money, it's Haagen Dazs. Only because
Yeah,
I grew up on Haagen Dazs, so that's like a go-to for me.
Haagen-Dazs is one of the better ice cream companies out there. Their ice cream is creamier, and their ingredients are a little bit higher quality. So if I'm going for, I really want ice cream and I don't care what I'm paying for it, I'm going for Haagen-Dazs.
Mm. What about you, Barry? Barry, did we lose you? I think we lost her. Them.
Mm?
Lost who?
Oh, there you are. We were asking
I've
for.
been here the whole time. What do you mean?
I was asking. We were asking for your opinion of ice cream.
Oh, I don't need it.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. I usually do sorbet. And right now I've been doing the firecracker popsicles that have been
Oh
popular.
yes.
You know, the red, white, and blue ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always good.
But when you were eating ice cream, did you have like a favorite brand?
I like Tillamook. Tillamook was
Okay.
good, and then I like gelato. I think better than ice
Mm.
cream.
If I had a choice, I would pick gelato too.
Yeah.
Just so you know, there are 2 gelato shops in Penn Station.
Nice.
I went to meet a friend there. She's like, no, they're like at the gelato spot, and I'm just like, okay, I know where that is. And they go outside. I'm just like, is it gelato spot outside? And I just like, oh, okay, that's where it is because it's been so long. It's right next to the taco place, so you know. Anyway. Now that we got it all out the way, I think it's time to start wrapping up the show. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm just sitting there thinking for a split second that I didn't eat a lot of ice cream in Japan because I'm looking at like the little cups and pints when I realized I was too busy eating the bars and stuff.
You cut out, so I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, ice.
Yeah, that's what's been happening for me.
Well, I probably because I had put the noise gate back on because it was picking up like when I grabbed like my cups and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to have to adjust the noise gate some more or turn it off. But I even reset it back. I was saying that I had said to myself, I didn't eat a lot of ice cream in Japan. But then I realized I was busy eating the ice cream bars because I didn't buy any like little pints or cups. And I think when I get when we go back, I might see about stopping by a Baskin Robbins or something like that, and then find like a regular ice cream shop along the way. It'd be kind of cool. Anyway, now that we're over and done with, I think it's time to wrap up the show. Adjust.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Adjust the volume here. So, if you like tonight's show, tell a friend. They in turn will tell another friend, and so on and so forth. We're independent bloggers, independent podcasters. So what we like and don't like, we're telling you straight up. If you have any questions about the show, drop us a line at podcast@animejamsession.com. Again, that is podcast@animejamsession.com. We're here to believe you. Check out our website at animejamsession.com, where you'll not just see our weekly podcast, convention reports, anime reviews, cosplay interviews, cosplay tips and tricks, editorials, all that, plus links to our YouTube and Facebook pages of cosplay and convention coverage. All that at animejamsession.com. See, what else do we have here? Our podcasting, where to find us. If you like the show, please subscribe to the podcast. I'm just saying, for those of you who are listening from our website and you want to keep up with us, please subscribe to us. We are available in Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere where podcasts are streamed. Follow our social media. It's Anime Jam Session on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Blue Sky. So to everybody that follows us on our socials, thank you so much. You're awesome, and we really appreciate you. And then down below is our tip jar. There are direct links to our stream elements, our Streamlabs, and our Ko-Fi if you want to just throw straight money at us. You can also cheer us on with bits. And you can also sub to the channel and give out gift subs. We appreciate all of that. So now we're going to go around the room. Last words, Mako-chan.
I am looking forward to going to sleep tonight.
Last words, Beret.
I agree. I think it's eep time.
Last words for me is sleep is good. I might as well make it a trifecta. Sleep is good. Well, that is it. End of list. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Ari will be back from vacation. He'll tell us about his adventures down on the shore and then some. I hope that you come back and join us. Well, we're going to get up and out of here. So I'm Ranma.
I'm Mako-chan.
And I'm Barry Mellon.
Great fight, great night. See you next week.
Good night.
Sleep tight. Don't let the berries bite.
Say goodnight, Barry.
Good night, Barry.
Perfect. Awesome. We're getting out of here. So see you next week.
Bye-bye.
This podcast has been a production of Anime Jam Session and AJS Productions. No fanboys and fangirls were hurt, maimed, shot, electrocuted, or pistol whipped in this episode. For now. The views, opinions, and thoughts expressed on this show do not reflect the staff or the network as a whole. But we're still right, damn it. For transcripts of this episode, start typing. Check us out at animejamsession.com and vognetwork.com for more information about us and other programming. Jamatane!